You're not your next relationship is giving someone with someone who gives sugar daddy energy. Okay, I'm just joking. Joking, not joking, okay? Basically, this person is a provider. So from Vedic astrology, I'm channeling Jaisa Nakshatra, which is a portion in Scorpio. Person either comes from money or their ambitions will lead them to money. Person could be the eldest sibling in their family if they have siblings. Even if they don't, there's this huge sense of obligation and responsibility they feel towards their family and towards being successful. Very, very intelligent, very shrewd, very resourceful. You guys have been waiting for this person. You've been waiting for the right person. You've been waiting, and some of you have been impatient, but some of you have not. You know your worth and you're not willing to settle. Energy I'm channeling for you is Uttarashada Nakshatra, which is in Capricorn, and it's known as the latter invincible one. This person views you as both vibrant, warm. You could have lighter colored eyes, or there's something honey or even reddish warm about your complexion, your energy, or your aura, yet very composed at the same time. You're definitely a girl's girl or a guy's guy, and this person is really attracted to that. They're very attracted to the fact that you can really hold down your own, right? This is Capricorn's energy after all. This is someone who can have a lot of self-control, and compared to other people, on some level they're seeing that within you, which again is gonna create a lot of admiration and magnetism towards you. Jaisa and Uttarashada, you guys, this compatibility also is satisfying spiritually, so you feel like someone is meeting you in terms of the depth that you require and vice versa. This person really does like paying for things. I think it's really interesting how you can see in Vedic astrology what nakshatras or signs are like givers, and I'm not going to call anyone out. Some people who are more willing to let you pay. There could be some common issues when it comes to families, and I feel like you guys are going to talk a lot about that and get quite deep with it. You both are going to relate a lot to one another when it comes to certain family issues, which on some level definitely can make the bond stronger, because there's this understanding, like, you can be compassionate for someone, but you're only going to really empathize if someone has gone through that same thing. And so something around that really is gonna not be the only part, obviously, that brings depth in the connection, but something you're going to get quite deep in. This person is going to test your vulnerability, because from what I'm picking up on, you don't let yourself be vulnerable. You don't like to dwell too much either. And so you might be really surprised the side of yourself you're showing this person, but like you're also showing yourself. Like maybe it's a part of yourself you don't even dig too much into. Okay, let's move to part 2. Girly, what did you do to this person? I need to contain myself. Okay, what did you do to this person because they cannot sleep? I'm getting you're a firecracker, and whatever you did or said to this person, it left them gobsmacked. You're not somebody who lets people walk over you. There is a lot of passion in this connection. I'm seeing they're frustrated because, again, you set some sort of boundary here. This person sees some sort of potential in your connection, but it's like they weren't ready to commit. They were trying to stay in some sort of comfort zone. We have the beauty queen. This person 100% knows you're a catch. Whoever you are, you have been glowing up, or you're gonna be glowing up. This is a very stubborn person though, and I see some of you are like not sure what you even want out of this situation anymore. Ace of Cups, this is like really obvious at this point. They want to come forward. The message that keeps coming up is potential. Some of you guys worked with this person. I'm seeing some of you really stood up for yourself, or you became really fed up. Stop. Literally 4 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, they really feel like they missed out. This person feels that you have a lot to offer as a person. You stole this person's heart. When you met this person, or as your relationship evolved in the past, I'm seeing you did steal their heart. You could have been very confident that they liked you, and this person was like really attracted to that. Like it could have been seen as not territorial. Some of you guys are territorial over this person, but you could have been more forward in some type of way than other people this person has dealt with. Yeah, literally, like there was this confidence in how
you approached them or something that really magnetized them to you. Like for some of you, it's literally like you were like, yeah, I like you, and you just were like, obviously you like me, and so you acted like that, like you just knew. This person is missing you. I feel like this person is really focused on their finances right now. Something about finances is coming up, so I kind of just want to see what that's about. Somebody here, one or both of you, is going through some sort of financial difficulties or maybe slowdown, and so that person is, I don't know, they're kind of having a pity party. Like maybe they feel everything needs to be perfect for them to move forward in a connection. I feel like they're a bit down on themselves. For some of you, this person has not shared this, but there's themes of security or like financial security are coming up pretty strongly here. Okay, let's get deeper into their feelings and see how this connection is going to move forward in part 2.
Shut the front door, because why do they actually want you so bad? The next time you see this person, because you are going to be seeing them, because they are going to be communicating, you're literally going to have so much fun with them. This person feels like they don't even have to do a bunch of things with you. They don't have to execute something super elaborate for it to feel fun, for it to like be a moment. They feel they can just be with you, take off their mask. They don't feel like they have to put some like charismatic mask on or some display of anything. You two are just with one another, and it's the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. It's giving fireworks. You two have what can like only be described as a flow, okay? I'm seeing like when you're around one another, there's this flow that just happens, and it's really, really natural. This person is very, very intelligent. Whatever you've been through with this person, whatever your history is, yeah, they've learned a lot from what happened, and they're really exhausted. They are very much realizing like they don't want to do this alone. The King of Swords is like the energy of having wisdom. So mentally they're like, okay, I know what I want, which is why they're going to reach out. I'm hearing they're sick and tired. They're like, I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm so sick and tired of like missing out on a connection with you. Not not sunshine and sunglasses coming up together. Okay, spring. I'm hearing spring is blooming. Okay, things are blooming. Your connection is blooming. Everything as like life is literally coming into nature. Also this huge sense of like when they see you, they're already excited for when they're gonna see you next or what's going to happen next between you two. I do feel the first time they see you, this is not someone who, the type of person who like says everything super upfront. They operate more from their mind than their heart. So if they're feeling something, they're gonna like think, is it appropriate to say this? This is the type of person who, okay, they really think before they speak. Big air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So we have the tattletale. I'm seeing there were certain people who didn't want you to be together. Honestly, I'm hearing drama. There could have been a lot of drama in your connection itself. But again, this person is ready to put that sword down. Like they're done. Did I lie? Did I lie? I told you guys you're gonna be reconnecting with this person. I thought the first cards that came up, I felt that extremely strongly, and it feels like quick. Okay, this is happening soon. Sometimes I get someone's reaching out, but there's so many like obstacles in the way, if that makes sense. I'm getting 8 days or 10 days or 3 weeks. Let's move to part 2.
Brutally honest, their true feelings for you. This person is scared you're done with them for good. They're really scared that the last time was actually the last time, and now they're having like this pity party about it. This person's really in their feelings. They're feeling really vulnerable. I'm seeing someone try to end this connection off, and you know, they could have even used the line, but we can still be friends. But now they're the one who is like regretting this decision. They wanted to keep it playful. They wanted to keep it lighthearted, but I'm getting a lot of you were just like, no, I'm not doing this. They missed that. They were hoping they could have you without getting too vulnerable or without it getting too deep, but I feel like you weren't having it. You decided to put yourself first. I'm seeing there was a significant like boundary or ending, and you liberated yourself. I almost feel like for some of you, this person comforted you when the ending happened, but now it's kind of like they're alone and they felt in control when they could comfort you. Person feels like the front runner when they first got you, like they felt like such a winner, like they felt like they bagged a baddie or something, like they really felt some type of way about themselves. And it's this feeling of they never grew up from outside of that mindset. That's why something ended, and now I feel like they're almost being bitter. It's this vibe of like they don't want you to move on, but they're not maturely resolving the situation or doing anything about it. I think they're kind of at a crossroad. Some of you, I'm hearing you gave a person a taste of their own medicine, and they really felt like they felt some type of way about that. 8 of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Wow, if you have been going through a really heavy energy, this reading is for you, because I'm seeing this person is walking away, but they're still like kind of being manipulative with you. They're walking away, but it's like they're kind of thinking, well, you know, maybe I'll be able to I don't want to say sneak my way back in, but come back in. But it's almost like, I don't know, there's this unresolved anger, or just they have unresolved issues. For some of you, this person knows they have to learn to love themselves. Like, especially if you feel you dealt with an insecure person, understand that a part of them kind of knows that, and so they're taking that space to come into more independence. Let's move to part 2.
The person you're going to be in a relationship with next is going to have golden retriever energy. They're going to be very sought after, because I'm channeling Uttarashada in Vedic astrology. So this is a sun nakshatra between Leo and Virgo. If this person told you they were a media personality, this wouldn't surprise you, okay? The sun gives them that vitality, intelligence, persona, and charisma. They could also... A lot of Uttarashadas are known to be authors as well. Not only are they suave, you know, there's a lot of nakshatras that are, I would say, business minded, but they also, again, they have this warmth, being a sun nakshatra, this vitality, and again, they're very sought after. And it's like, yes, they actually, oh my god, they kind of sound like the full package, which honestly makes a lot of sense, because Uttarashada is connected to 2 of the legs of like the marriage bed, caught like it's connected to marriage. So if you end up bagging this person, it's going to be very lucky for you, in terms of just happiness, prosperity. People are notorious for being bachelors, but once they find that person, and they're gonna lock it down, because again, this nakshatra is connected to marriage and partnership. It has the power to give prosperity through partnership marriage. Again, they can almost give like that quintessential Hollywood bachelor type energy. For example, some male examples are like Tiger Woods, George Clooney. I think Matt Damon might be one. I think he has a sun nakshatra somewhere though, so it is again a similar energy. And again, there's this radiance, right? Whether it's their smile, their skin, there's this warmth that they exude. And even though I said golden retriever energy, which I do think fits this nakshatra, it's actually connected to the male cow yoni. A woman could even be described as fox pretty. You can look at Claire Knockthese videos on YouTube or TikTok to see her describe this kind of fox pretty-esque beauty. So again, if you think of the sun, and if the eyes are the window to the soul, you can imagine their eyes could even be like Leo-esque, like however the cow aspect, I know you guys are going to be in the comments being like, not cow, can give this softness, right? So it's not like a harsh cat-like feline energy. It does have that softness due to the cow yoni nakshatra, but at the same time, think of almost like the sun is beaming through their eyes, so there's this exuberance and light. These people don't like being lonely. They like companionship. They are going to have pals and buds to hang out with, whatever, or keep themselves preoccupied with hobbies. It's go vibes. Even though I've talked about cow yoni counterpart, which was Pisces, this is a different vibe due to the zodiac sign it's in, and it's not ruled by Saturn. It's not as cold, more comfortable, being easygoing and playful, right? So you can see that side of them easily. It's not like something they keep hidden or too reserved. Some female examples are Jada Pinkett Smith, Emma Watson, Doja Cat. So these women do kind of give a like, I don't really need a man type vibe. And same with the men. Like, they're sought after, they're you know, life is their playground. And so until that one person where it's like, yep, you're gonna be, because that counterpart interaction, marriage, partnership, when that union happens, it's very significant for them. It's a big life force giving exchange. Like, you're really gonna stick out to this person, you're gonna be special to this person. Obviously, duh. Girly, what did you do to this person? Somebody has an obsessive crush on you. You've got this person out here literally planning, trying to make moves, like they're mapping the situation out. This person is a lot more mentally and emotionally exhausted than they probably tell you or would want you to know. I'm seeing with the Emperor someone who in the past used work to distract themselves, or just how can I discipline myself. This is a very rational thinker. And when it comes to other people, this person can be stoic. Like, they are, you see these roots, they're not moving. They're really hard to get to or move or emotionally trigger. And you bring out this person's inner child. You bring out the softness. They really obviously, it looks like, have a weak spot for you. But in some areas, it feels like this person is very developed. I also see someone really, really ambitious, someone who is hard on themselves. But when it comes to, it feels like when it comes to love, they don't have a clue. Like, emotional maturity here could be very underdeveloped. Pages are a messenger energy, and not only do you have the Page of Cups, you have the Page of Wands. Both of these have to do with passion and emotions, and you're sparking, like, see, what they are is very, again, practical. The Emperor thinks with their mind and not their heart, and what you bring out to them is like slightly unknown territory here, and it's thrilling. And I'm just like, their tank is really running on empty right now. It looks like you guys are really considering dating other people or opening yourself up to the potential of something else, because you're like, I don't even know what to do with this situation anymore. What's interesting to me is that this person craves emotional intimacy but isn't very confident in those realms. We have Keep It Chill. I feel like they're gonna come forward towards you and be very, very casual. Like, hey, what's up? Like, what are you up to? Long time. Like, just some, like, very, very casual conversation. They're gonna try and set up, like, again, this is not somebody who is gonna do something like, this person's not gonna come in with like a big, for most of you at least. I feel like someone would have to be confident in themselves to do that, and this person is not. I'm seeing there, like, something about, like, taking you out for a drink or something, like, around something of that nature. They're not going to set up anything too crazy. Like, it's not going to be anything of too much of an elaborate date or too much stimuli, okay, is another message I'm getting. We have For the Wrong Reasons. So it looks like there was betrayal in this connection and opening up. Okay, this is getting juicy. Let's see what's going to happen in the future of this connection. And more about this in part 2.